All right, guys, welcome back to Lost and Found History Rewritten. We are in, can't remember what town it is, but we're in Missouri, in St. Joseph, Missouri, and I am at the Wythe Tool Mansion, and they have converted this into some sort of a museum or something like that. And first thing you can see off the bat is this thing is definitely a castle, guys. This is very, very old. I'm not sure if there's a cornerstone or not. I'm gonna give you guys a good look at this. We've got our half-buried windows as usual. Very large blocks that make up the walls of this. I'm not sure if they're sandstone. I haven't touched the building yet, so I'm not sure. But we have got some amazing decoration on this building all over the place. It is absolutely incredible. Oh, here we go. And so now, it says it was built in 1878. I'm gonna give you guys their nice narrative here. So you just want to pause that and take a look at that. This is what we're looking at right here. I started off on the side there, guys. I'm going to take you over to the front and show you what the front of this place is. This place is insane. There's nothing like this I've been to around anywhere. So, of course, we've got our lion's heads on the front here. We got a lion's head. And then over here we've got our creepy faces as usual. On most of these buildings, that's what you have. We've got some mock-up columns up here, square style. And then we've got some columns here in the front. This building is insanely huge. They said it has 40 rooms or something like that. It's insane to think that this has been here that long. I would expect that it had been here longer. Of course, underneath we've got our buried windows again throughout the whole building. And over here we got some deletes. There's no windows there anymore. And it looks like they replaced the stone there with brick. It's pretty interesting. I've never seen them do that before. And then across the street, give you guys a little look at this one. This must have been their mansion district or something because they're all over the place. I've passed about 10 of them on the way here, but this is what we've got right across the street, guys. And right across the street on the other side over here, we've got another one behind that. I'm gonna do a little bit of a walkabout here because there's about 20 to 30 buildings in this town that I might do before I leave here today. And you can see that we've got some huge spires over here on one of these churches. And there's a couple other churches, so I'll be back for that, guys. All right, guys, and welcome back. I am now at the public library, but this town has so many buildings, I'm not going to be able to film them all. I will have to come back. I have already counted about 30 buildings, and that's going to be an over an hour video. So I will have to come back to this one, guys. Here we got the public library, and you can see that it supposedly was built on a slope and then buried. Yeah, I really don't believe that. So I'm going to take you guys over here to the front of this. And we are going to see what the front of this looks like. So here we have the front of the public library, guys. And we got our columns way up here on the top and our pediment, of course. And I'm gonna get some close-ups on some of this stuff here. So there's what we got up here on the top. And we got our dedication to be the public library there. And the beautiful columns. And of course our raised entryway to the front. This is a very large building. And of course, this is my first time coming out in the eastern direction to do videos, but it looks like they have sectioned this thing off because down here, it's carved into there that it's a public museum. Now, I don't know how accurate any of this is, but I had somebody look into it and it looks like this entire town doesn't have a fire story, like a major fire through the whole town, which is really hard to believe. But down here we've got, I don't know if you guys can see that up there. That's a Masonic temple, I guess. and I'm gonna be bringing you some more buildings, guys, so I'll be back. All right, guys, welcome back. We are now at City Hall, and we've got tons of columns. It looks like it's made of sandstone. I'm gonna get up close here, and we're gonna look at their dedication and see if we can find a cornerstone here. So I'm not seeing a dedication, but we're seeing this for their landmark, and I do believe this is sandstone, guys. Absolutely beautiful building. And it looks like the pediments above the window are actually made of copper. The ones inside the window, at least. And there is our major detail going along the edge on the top. Huge arched windows. Of course, regular columns with no tops on them. They're just standard columns. Massive, massive blocks, guys. These things are 5 feet long and 2 feet high. No idea what the rest of the building is made of, but this is a very, very big building. And then, of course, right across the street over here, we've got this monster. And almost every single building in this town is an old world building. So I'm gonna keep filming, and I'll be back for the next one. All right, guys, welcome back. This is Zion United Church of Christ. We are up on the top of the hill, and this thing has completely buried windows. I wonder if they designed it like that. Yeah, right. And here is their cornerstone, for some weird reason, sitting right inside of this. Gives no true information about this building at all. This is designed exactly like a castle. Absolutely incredible architecture on this. And here we go, we got another cornerstone or dedication. And this one is 1854, guys. So, if you believe that or not, I really don't. But that's just my opinion, guys. And so, this is Gothic, cathedral style, whatever they want to call it, I have no idea. But this is a castle that's got parapets up on the top. This is incredible, guys, incredible. Going out in the western direction, you don't see anything like this at all. There are almost no buildings like this out in the western direction. So here's their tower up here, guys. Their bell tower, which I highly doubt they even have bells in anymore. They took all the bells from all the buildings, of course. This is absolutely incredible. And I'm gonna give you guys a walk down the street real quick, because there are a lot more on this same street right next to this. So let's go for a little walk here and take a look at some of these. Sorry about the sun, you're gonna get a glare here in a second. But that's what this looks like from across the street. This building is something completely different than I've ever seen. Insane architecture on this one, guys. All right. It looks like we got the parishioner's house next door there. And then, of course, right next door, what do we need? Same block, another church. Why not? Right? Because you need two churches right next to each other to be a town in the Midwest. You know, that totally makes sense to all of us. You know, and that we bury half the church in the ground. You know, that's a normal thing for us now. We just bury the churches halfway in the ground. And I can see another at least 5 churches from where I'm standing right here, guys. So, whether you believe it or not, they've got probably 15 churches within a mile of each other right here. And once I get out of the glare, I'll show you the top of this. And it says it was built in 1848. So, that's what our bell tower up there looks like. Of course, there's You see in there. Of course, there's no bells in there anymore. And I'll give you an idea of the front here. Looks like they've done some adding on to this at some point. But we've got some serious deterioration on this block right here. It looks like maybe that was some cast concrete or something. And here's our cornerstone for this one, which of course looks like up here, it looks like maybe it was replaced. And when I was saying there's multiple churches, there's another one there. There's another one up here on the top of the hill back there. And then we've got this, which I'm not sure if this was a school, but I've heard some of the stuff about these buildings from the locals. They converted a bunch of the schools into apartment buildings. And this looks like it might have been a school. We've got another building down here that's got a copper dome on it. Probably gonna go take a look at that one. But like I said, almost every single building in this entire town is an old world building. So I'll be back for the next one, guys. All right, guys, welcome back. We are in front of First Presbyterian St. Joseph's Church, and we've got this massive tower with a beautiful cupola up on the top, and it looks like they replaced whatever was up there with weather vane. And they've got columns all the way surrounding the top of that. They got columns surrounding the next part down. Of course, they've got our round building windows. Beautiful rounded windows. And then we've got our massive pediment. And of course, more columns, because you know that's what you need for a massive church, is massive columns. And I'm not sure what this is made of, but I really like to know who manufactured all the columns, because they're all over this entire city. And I'm going to give you another good look here from the corner of this one. This building is insanely huge, and looks like it was built to last forever, guys. It really does. Looks like it was meant to be here for 1,000 years. And looking down the street right here, of course, we've got another church. Why not? Because you know, you need 30 churches within a mile of each other. And then I'm going to walk you over here across the street and let you guys take a look at this one from a little bit of a distance so you can see it. It's kind of hard to get far away from these buildings. There's so many of them right next to each other. Beautiful decoration on this building right here. Looks like the bottom might have been altered throughout its history. But I'm going to take you down the road here and show you some more here in a minute, guys. And we're back. We are at the Buchanan County Courthouse. And these columns are super wild. Absolutely massive columns. 3.5 stories tall. I just don't know how they built these. This is incredible. Because we can't do it today, guys. We just can't. And so here's our dedication stone, or whatever you want to call it. Completely different material than everything else. Oh, so here we go. We've got an erected in 1873, rebuilt in 1885, and restored in 1979. So renovated. We all know what that means. That means they destroyed it. But this is absolutely massive. There's decorations above every single window here, and they've got a dome on it. I'm going to show you that dome in a minute here, guys. I wonder if it was replaced, because it's bright white, like the color of these door frames. And look how big the original doors probably were. They were absolutely massive. And our people are only half the size of those doors, guys. So I will go around the side and get you another video here in a second of what the dome looks like. All right, and for those of you that are on the fence about these half-buried windows, we can see our original sidewalk down there still. And it doesn't line up with the hill that this is built on. So was the original entrance underneath where I'm standing right here on top of this 4-foot by 6-foot sandstone? Was it underneath here where we are and they replaced it? And who knows? I don't know, guys. If you guys want to leave it in the comments, I have no idea, but it looks like this building was covered by a whole huge hill of dirt, and they left only that one spot down there, right there on that side, for you to see what the original ground looked like, which of course is the salmon pattern brick flooring or ground down there. And I'm going to take you down there and show you that real quick before we walk out into the street and I show you what that dome looks like. So here's the salmon pattern ground going all the way back underneath where the columns are right there. And so that's pretty interesting. And there's what our walls look like. Let me get you a good look at this, because it is not straight, it's bowing in, bending. That's how we build. That's how they build. All right, so let's go out here and I'll show you this dome that's on top of this thing, because it's absolutely massive. And while we're walking out there, I might as well show you this set of buildings right here. They're absolutely beautiful too. They've even got columns and everything on them. Almost every building in this town has columns on it. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, it's a different place that I'm at right now, guys. St. Joseph, Missouri here. And let me step back, and of course we've got another massive set of columns and a pediment up there. And see if I can get you a shot of this dome from the side over here, because it is one hell of a dome, guys. So here we go. There is their big dome up there, that big white dome. Really looking like it's been replaced, renovated, whatever you want to call it. But then we've got also on the walls up here, the same column tops are around these windows, on each window here. And so this is another one of those doesn't make sense buildings. I'll bet you it's got a fire story. So if you guys find it, put it in the comments. All right, we're gonna check out some more buildings, guys. I'll see you. All right, guys, this was just pointed out to me about this courthouse here, and look what we have underneath these. So what was this really made of, guys? We've got red brick underneath all of this. So are they hiding that this was made of red brick? What are they hiding here, guys? And here is the front of this, or the back side, I'm not sure, but this is an insanely huge building. And so underneath this, we've got red brick hidden. And so who knows the real story about this building? We'll probably never know. And here is the other side of it. It looks like they just couldn't stop building onto this at some point. And back in there you can see where it looks like the original building turned into this building. Either that or it was the original building, and they just decided not to add the pediments and the decoration above all the windows, and only the ones that you can see from a couple of directions. Very interesting. Looks like it's a standalone, had a power station in the basement, or a way to create power in the basement. Yeah, this is a very interesting building, to say the least, guys. All right, we'll be back. All right, guys, welcome back. And we are walking through the city here, and one of the things I just noticed is this huge wall right here, which continues up to there. I'll see if I can get another view of this. And walking down the streets, we've got these diamond bricks all over the place. The whole pathway is nothing but these diamond bricks. They are all over the place. And that brick, that stone wall, goes all the way up here. So yeah, I'll be back. All right, guys, welcome back. I am at the top of this hill, and this is an abandoned historic structure. And who knows what's gonna happen to it. They're probably gonna end up having some sort of fire story. That's why it's gone. But it is a beautiful building. And it looks like it is in disrepair completely. And we've got another one here. We've got another beautiful mansion over here, another beautiful mansion over here. They're absolutely everywhere, guys. This entire city is filled with old world buildings. You just look in any direction, they're literally everywhere. There's so many buildings, I'm not gonna be able to film them all while I'm here. I'm gonna have to come back to this town, guys, because there's hundreds of them. They're literally everywhere. We've got this, I do believe, Roman style mansion here, or Victorian, I'm not sure what they'll call it, but they just put labels on things just to label them. And what do we got up here on top of it right here? What is that? Anybody know what that is? That's not a bird. It looks like a griffin, guys. And we got this one with all the curve around the side there from the front. Lots of rounded walls on this one. Sorry about the wind. Started getting a little bit windy here. But that's another beautiful mansion. Sorry about the tree going in front here. And then we've got another one here on the corner. And look at the beautiful detail at the top of this one, guys. That's a little different than I've seen. So that's pretty cool. This town is very old. I bet these people don't even know what they're living in. They probably have no clue at all. And then we've got this one on this side, and this one has been completely painted over. Every brick is white. And look at the really old wall right here leading up to it. Look at all those old bricks packed in there, all different colors. Looks like they're starting to form together almost. But here's the front of this gorgeous thing. And it looks like they concreted over whatever was here. But there's our original color on the bricks, guys. Or what they painted over the paint of, I'm not sure. Not a clue. And there is the dome for the courthouse over there. And there is the top of that church that we were just looking at. There's churches all over this town. Super old buildings everywhere. It's absolutely incredible. I'm gonna definitely have to come back to this one. And what do we got right here, guys? We got a little bitty lion's head hiding in right there. But I'll be back for the next building, guys. It's gonna be the Masonic Temple right down there. All right, guys, and I'm back. We are at the Masonic Temple here. And we've got the Scottish Rite, we've got the York Rite, and the Eastern Star all in the same place. I've never seen York Rite before, but I guess there is such a thing. And it looks like this has been painted over several times. You can see up here where it's flaking off. And of course their famous logo up there. And we're gonna go over and take a look at that cornerstone. And look at that pediment. That's a little bit different than I've ever seen before. So let's go over here and take a look at this cornerstone right here, guys. This building is just another incredible one to add to the list of the buildings in this town. It's absolutely insane. And it says we were erected in 1910 to the Holy St. John. So let's take a look around the side here. And it looks like we got some sort of buried something here. And over here on the other side. And it looks like they deleted every single window, guys. Every window gone. Every single window. So yeah, that's what we got here. And then of course, right across the street, we've got this nice little one. I bet this nice little one's got some windows that you can't see. And they got a nice pile of red bricks back there. I wonder why they need the red bricks. But I'm gonna take you across the street here. There we go. There's our nice, massive Masonic temple here. All right, guys, I'll be back for the next one. All right, guys, and welcome back. This is our last stop for St. Joseph's, Missouri, this video. And we've got our beautiful spires up here on the top with our gorgeous cymatic windows. And of about. Absolutely beautiful building, built to perfection. There's not a imperfection in this building anywhere I can see, but I also can't find a cornerstone on this building either, guys, which is really interesting. So I'm going to take you over here and I'm going to show you what some of this looks like. And of course I couldn't forget our statue there, you know. But this is an insanely beautiful church or cathedral or whatever they want to call it. And who knows if these are original steps. Definitely made of a different material than the rest of the place. But look how deteriorated some of these are coming through here. Looks like they've suffered quite a few years of damage. This is a beautiful, beautiful building. Like I said, I can't find a cornerstone anywhere on this. I don't even know if there is one. And this is exactly how deteriorated these are. I don't know what that's made of right there. It looks like maybe white marble. Like it might have come off the building. Oh, here's the cornerstone. I finally found it, you guys. They hid this one pretty good. It says this one is 1908. And with the deterioration in these stone handrails, I might not believe that. But we can go around the side here and I'll show you. It looks like maybe at one point in time she wasn't buried, but it is now. And I'm gonna walk you across the street for the end of this video and show you how big the side of this is. And this is not a double spire building. This is a triple spire building. So they got a third one up there. Why not? Add a third one, guys. No, it doesn't cost any extra. Just add a third one. Get the labor in. Do it, guys. Just add the labor in. Get it done. It's not going to cost anything extra. And so this is what we got on the side door here. Very different window there, that cymatic window. But this is a really beautiful building. And I'm going to end it with that, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, throw in recommended places. I got a recommended place I'm going to go to probably this weekend. And I'm going to let you guys see another recommended place that I'm going to do for everybody. All right, guys. See you later.